August 27th, 2023. Twin birch has just been allowed to grow all season, haven't trimmed it once. Very strange growing season, very cold and wet at the beginning of spring, and then rain the rest of it. A little bit of warmth here near the end. As you can see, I just kind of let the tops grow out. Alright folks, back when I got more to show you. September 19th, 2023. Twin birch is looking pretty majestic. Coming way up to the top here, but my plan is to bring that back down to size again after we go through our fall progression. Leaves are starting to turn already. I think we had a pretty decent growing season. Back when I got more to show you. Alright folks, welcome back. It is early July in 2024. I don't remember the last update I had with this tree. I have to go back and try to find the footage, but I do have to get her back into check. As you can see, the branch structure is going way too high. But I was just kind of letting her go to get strong again and get some vigor back into her. Now it's time to chop her back down and get her back into check and let her grow for the rest of the season. So give me 1 second here. All right, there we have her all trimmed back up. Just kind of took the tips of them off here, cut them back to some stronger growth. This one's basically got just almost just a pillar. This one I'm getting to branch out a little bit more, so. All right, folks, back when I got more to show you. It is April of 2025. Twin birch is waking up, and I don't know if I told you yet or not by now, but I did not repot this at the end of chapter 1 back in 2023. I got some comments that said you should let them go for a couple of years, and so I said, all right, it's been 2 years already, but I'll go for a third year. And then 2024 happened, and that was not my year, so the tree did not get repotted in 2024. Last summer she was pretty hard to water. It was definitely difficult to get the water to soak in. So I'm going to go ahead and get her repotted now. She's starting to bud out. I think it's just the perfect time. The leaves are just starting to break here, so I think it's time to get her into here. When I first put her into here, I got her out of just a regular grow bucket after I collected the trees several years ago. I just put them into a regular grow pot, and then I put them into this pot here, probably 2021, I think. Yeah, 2021 is when I put them into here. Since then, I think I've learned a few lessons, and I don't necessarily want her into one of these mica pots like this. So I'm going to switch up what she's actually planted in, give her more of an opportunity to breathe and grow. And I'm going to try to squeeze her into this 10-inch pond basket, or net pot, or whatever you want to call it. So it's 10 inches wide, 10 inches deep, of course, and I think it's like 8 inches tall. So get her in there with some pumice and hemlock bark mulch and let her just grow out and hopefully get a lot healthier branches here. A lot more opportunity anyway. All right, here I go. Sorry about that. Tree took the camera out on me, playing a little game of gotcha. I got the rest of the root ball cleaned up, raked out, and washed up a little bit. And you can see that some of the old root cut points, I didn't get anything new growing off of them, but I do have some small stuff way down here at the base, so wasn't doing this tree any favors keeping it in that pot there. Just wasn't big enough for this thing, you know? None of the roots had a chance to grow out in that pot, so as you can see, like on this corner here, any root that came out and then crammed hard, so it didn't really have a chance to do what I really wanted it to do. And I took care of all these roots too, and all of these, so I think getting into the net pot's going to do it a lot of good. It's not that much bigger than the root base, but it will have a lot more room to grow. As I was cleaning this thing out, most of the roots that I thought were getting a whole bunch of new roots in here weren't actually growing from in here. They were coming up from the base down here and growing back into the soil back there, because that was some of the best soil apparently to grow in. So regardless, we're going to now get her into the net pot. So I'll just fill that up with some hemlock bark mulch and some pumice stones, about a 50-50 mix, and we'll get her buried in there and those roots trimmed and raked out. Oh, jeez, don't do that. Anyways, get those roots trimmed up and raked out, and we'll get her potted back up. All right, give me a few more minutes here. All right, folks, she is all potted back up. Got her in the 10-inch pond basket. Actually had to put her kitty corner in there just to make sure she fit with that root spread. Got her buried a little deep, but I'm really hoping for some roots to shoot up a little bit higher on those trunk lines there. We'll see what happens. She is all set for the 2026 growing season. Excuse me, the 2025 growing season. I'm already getting a year ahead of myself. So like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to follow along. I promise that I will try to do better this year. And as always, back when I got more to show you.